we will do revision 3, class 3, SST, chapter 1, the earth our home. This will be a revision 3. We have also done the earth our home, isn't it? And it has been long back. So we will first recapitulate what we have done in this chapter. We have studied about earth. Earth is our planet on which we live. Okay, earth is the only planet in which we live. So we will talk about the earth our home. After giving you all a brief introduction of this chapter, after discussing few essential points of this chapter, I will give you all some questions which I have set for you. There are 3 sets of questions. The first set is the long type of question. Then the second set is short type of questions. And the third set is objective type of questions. Okay. Long type of questions I will discuss with you all. Short types also I will discuss with you all. But the objective questions you all will try to solve it out by your own. Okay. So let us first go through the chapter quickly and stress on the important points of the chapter. First, the first point that we had studied was earth, and earth is called a mother earth because we live on it, isn't it? We are born on earth, we are growing on this earth, and the earth bears us the air, the earth bears the land, water, and all the features, isn't it? That is why it brings us, the earth brings us, nurtures us like mother. That is why earth is called the mother earth. Okay. We have also learned that earth is a planet. We are talking about earth. What is earth? Earth is a planet. Earth is a planet which it is amongst the 9 planets which revolve around the sun in the solar system. What is the solar system? The sun with it 8 planets. Earlier it was 9 planets, but now we have only 8 planets, and the sun with its 8 planet is known as solar system. Okay. On the clear sky at night we see lots of stars. So what are stars? Stars are numerous objects that twinkle, and they are hot bodies giving out flames. Okay, and it is these flames that twinkle. It is these flames which appears to twinkle because the stars are very far away from us. And the sun is also a star. The other stars are very small, but sun is big because sun is very close to us than other stars, and so it is very big. It appears big to us. Okay. Then we have studied about heavenly bodies. What are heavenly bodies? The bodies which revolve around in the universe, which are in the universe, all the celestial body, planets, moon, asteroids, all these belong to heavenly bodies. Okay. Now, the earth is surrounded by land and water and air. Okay. And the surface of the earth is surrounded by air, and so that blanket of air which surrounds the earth is known as atmosphere. And earth is a unique planet because the earth is surrounded by atmosphere and it has water. That is why the earth is known as unique planet, because no other planet in the solar system has atmosphere, and neither do they have water. Earth is the only planet which has air, that is atmosphere, and water. That is why earth is called a unique planet. We have learnt about the shape of the earth. What were the ancient beliefs of earth, shape of the earth? Earlier people thought that the shape of the earth was flat, and that is why they never used to travel far, because they thought that they might reach the end of the earth and they might follow. But Ferdinand Magellan, he started his journey in his ship from Spain to prove that earth is not flat but it is round, and he proved also. He took a magnetic compass with him and he travelled towards the east, and from where he had started, he had started from Spain. He travelled all around the earth and came back to Spain. So it proved that earth is not flat, because if the earth would have been flat, his ship would have fallen off the edge of the earth. So this was the proof that the earth is not flat, it is round. Second proof is the horizon. What is the horizon? Horizon is the imaginary line where the sky appears to meet the earth. This is called horizon, and the horizon appears circular. It appears circular because the earth is round. If it would have been flat, then the horizon would also be flat. Another instance which tells us that earth is round is the photographs of earth taken by the astronauts who had gone to the moon. Okay. Neil Armstrong, he went to moon, and they had taken photographs from the earth, and it proved that the earth was round. So these were the three instances that prove that earth is not flat but it is round. Now we will talk about the motion of the earth or the movement of the earth. There are two movements of the earth, rotation and revolution, and rotation causes day and night, and revolution causes change of year, season. Okay. So we have learnt about motion and movement of the earth. Now surface of the earth, we will come about surface of the earth. In this we had talked that about 2/3 of the earth is water and 1/3 is land. Okay, and it is surrounded by thick layer called atmosphere, and above the atmosphere is outermost region of the atmosphere called exosphere. And earth has two parts, that is land part and water part. Land part is also important and water part is also important. Land part is important because it covers all the hills, mountains, plains, fields, okay, and lots of herbs, shrubs, important medicinal value herbs, shrubs are grown here. Field, a crop is grown on the field. So lots of uses of land part is there. Also lots of uses of water part is also there, because electricity is generated, water is used to generate electricity, and water bodies on land surface are used to irrigate crops, and a large number of animals also live in water. So, and the ocean water is very salty and it helps us to get salt. So, the land part, water part is both equally important for us. So, we have discussed all this. This was just a general brush up. Okay, now we will move on to the types of questions that I have set for you all. Some of the questions can resemble the questions which are at the back of the books, but you will write the answers in your own words. Okay, try to write the answers in your own words. First, you will go through the chapters, everything. You will go through the chapter, you will go through the new words which are at the back of this chapter, points to remember you will go through, and then you will sit down to answer these questions. The long question types I am going to discuss with you all. Short question types also I will discuss with you all. Okay, children, this is the first set of questions. Answer the following question. Okay, these are long types of questions which we are going to discuss. Okay, these are long types of questions, so you have to write at least 2 to 3 lines or 3 to 4 lines you can write on this. Now we will move on to the first question. What are stars? What are stars? On a clear night, you will see numerous objects that twinkle, isn't it? They are called stars. They are hot bodies giving out flames. So you will write in this what are stars? You can write, stars are numerous objects that twinkle at night. They are hot bodies giving out flames. So these are stars. You can write this answer, or you can write it in your own words also. Okay, it is given in the book. Take the help of the book and write. Next we move on to question number 2. What are planets? We have all learnt now what are planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system. So we are talking about planets all the time. So let us first know what are planets. There are other bodies in the sky too which do not twinkle. They shine with the light of the sun. They are called planets. Got it? So, you will write there are other bodies in the sky which do not twinkle. They shine with the light of the sun. They are called planets. Got the answer? What are planets? Now, you move on to question number 3. What do you mean by heavenly bodies? Let me repeat the question. What do you mean by heavenly bodies? So for this, what we can write? There are twinkling and non-twinkling bodies in the sky or heavens. So they are called heavenly bodies. Our earth is also a heavenly body and it is in the sky. So what are heavenly bodies? The twinkling and non-twinkling bodies which are in the sky or heavens, they are called heavenly bodies. Our earth is also a heavenly body. Got it? You have got the answer to this question. What are heavenly bodies? It is on page 7 of your book. If you go through the chapter, you will get it very easily. Now we will move on to question number 4. What makes our earth a unique planet? What makes our earth a unique planet? What makes our earth a unique planet? While discussing also, I have told you all now that our earth has the air which surrounds the earth, that is called the atmosphere, and also water. Earth is the only planet which has atmosphere and water, and all the living things, human beings, plants, plants, animals, birds and insects live on it. This is why earth is a unique planet, because it has atmosphere and water. Got it? So what you will write? Earth is a unique planet because it has atmosphere and water. Got it? So what makes our earth a unique planet? The atmosphere and the water makes our earth a unique planet. It has living things, human beings, plants, animals, birds and insects on it. Got it? Have you all understood what you have to write? Let me repeat it once again there. The earth, what makes our earth a unique planet? The earth is a unique planet because it has atmosphere and water. It has living things, human beings, plants, animals, birds and insects on it. Got it? Now what is an orbit? Question number 5. What is an orbit? We all know that there are 8 planets revolving around the sun, isn't it? And each planet has their own path to move around the sun. So this is called the orbit. The path which the earth takes to move around the sun is known as the orbit. So you can write the earth moves around the sun. The path it takes is called orbit. Or you can write the path on which the earth moves around the sun is known as the orbit. And it is elliptical in shape, oval in shape. Okay. Now next question, if you move on, we move to question number 6. Give 3 instances which proves that the earth is round in shape. What proof have we got that the earth is round in shape? There are 3 instances now. 3 incidents for which to pick. First is, you can write, start your answers with the 3 instances which proves that the earth is round in shape are: number 1, the journey of Ferdinand Magellan in his ship from Spain. This is number 1. Number 2, you will write the horizon appears circular because the earth is round. And the third instance, you will write that photographs of the earth taken by astronauts from space prove that earth is round. Got it? So first is the journey of Ferdinand Magellan in a ship from Spain. Second is the horizon which appears circular because the earth is round. And third, Photographs of the earth taken by astronauts from space prove that the earth is round. Okay. Now we move to question number 7. How is land part of our earth useful? How is land part of our earth useful? So we have two parts, isn't it? First is the land part and the second is the water part. So the first part is, how is the land part useful? It is on page 8 that you will get the answer. The land part of the earth is very useful. Useful herbs are found on hills and mountains. Trees growing on hills give us wood, fuel, wood, gum, wood pulp, etc. Plains gives us crops, flowers and fruits. This is a little big question. So you can write it in your own part. This is the lines that I have read out from the chapter. But you can also write it in your own words. Okay. And question number 8 is, how is water part of our earth useful? This also answer you will get it on page 8. The water part is also very useful in several ways. Water bodies on land are used to irrigate crops, number 1. Water is used to generate electricity. A number of animals also live in water, such as fish, frog, crabs, etc. The oceans are sources of fish and they also provide salt, which is very important for our life. So this also I have read out from the book itself. You can write it in your own words, okay, and you can shorten the answer also, but all the points should be included. So let me once again go through the long types of questions which I have given here. Question number 1, what are stars? Question number 2, what are planets? Question number 3, what do you mean by heavenly bodies? Question number 4, what makes our earth a unique planet? Question number 5, what is an orbit? Question number 6, give 3 instances which proves that the earth is round in shape. Question number 7, how is land part of our earth useful? Question number 8, how is water part of our earth useful? You will first copy down all these questions. You will write answer the following on top and you will write all these questions and you will write all the answers as I have discussed. Okay. You can write the answers in your own words. Now we will move on to the short answer type. Children, now these are your short question answers. Okay. Answer the following briefly. That means briefly means shortly. In short you have to answer. So these are short answers that you all have to write. Short question answers. Okay. You all will go through the chapter once again. Okay, I am telling you all again and again. First go through your chapter very thoroughly. Okay, then only you all can get all the answers. All the answers are very easy. Question number 1, what is a magnetic compass? We all know that Ferdinand Magellan, he took magnetic compass in his ship to travel round the earth, isn't it, to prove that earth is not flat but it is round in shape. So magnetic compass. So what is a magnetic compass? Magnetic compass is an instrument used for finding direction. Okay, it tells us the direction. So you will just have to write magnetic compass is an instrument used for finding direction. Question number 2, name all the planets of our solar system. Question number 2, name all the planets of our solar system. So how many planets do we have? There are 8 planets. So the name of 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Okay, so these are the 8 planets. So once again let me tell you the names of the 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Okay. So these are the names of our planets of our solar system. Now question number 3. Name the 2 motions, or we call movements of the earth. Name the 2 motions or movements of the earth. So the two motions or movements of the earth are rotation and revolution. Got it? So the two motions or movements, whichever you feel like you can write. The two motions of the earth are rotation and revolution. Or you can write the two movements of the earth are rotation and revolution. Got it? Now question number 4. What do you mean by atmosphere? Question number 4. What do you mean by atmosphere? So in new words you will find it is given the mixture of gases that surrounds the earth is called atmosphere. Okay. So what is atmosphere? The mixture of gases that surrounds the earth is called the atmosphere. Got it? Now what is exosphere? Our question number 5 is, what is exosphere? Now it is also given on page number 8. Above the outermost region of the atmosphere is called exosphere. So what you will write for what is exosphere? The outermost region of the atmosphere is called exosphere. Got it? Now we will go to question number 6. What is the effect of rotation of the earth? Now in this question we have learnt now there are two movements of the earth, rotation and revolution. So what is the effect of rotation of the earth? The earth rotates on its axis now. So what is the effect of it? The effect of rotation of the earth is it causes day and night. So the effect of rotation of the earth is it causes day and night. Got it? So the rotation of the earth causes day and night. Question number 7. What is the effect of revolution of the earth? Question number 7. What is the effect of revolution of the earth? Revolution is the movement of earth around the sun, isn't it? So what is the effect of revolution of the earth? The effect of revolution of the earth causes change of season. Okay, because it takes 1 year now to revolve around the sun. So it causes change of season. And it is used to measure the year, isn't it? Length of year. Now question number 8. What do you mean by rotation of the earth? What do you mean by the rotation of the earth? This also you will get it in your new words on page 9 at the back of your chapter. Rotation is the spinning of the earth around its axis is called rotation of the earth. So what do you mean by rotation of the earth? Spinning of the earth around its axis is called rotation of the earth. Got it? Now question number 9. What do you mean by revolution of the earth? What do you mean by revolution of the earth? This answer you will get it on page 9. Movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution of the earth. Got it? So what is the revolution of the earth? Movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution of the earth. Now question number 10. What do you mean by horizon? Question number 10. What do you mean by horizon? It is given on page number 8. New words. The line at which the earth and sky appear to meet is called horizon. So what is horizon? The line at which the earth and sky appears to meet is called horizon. Got it? You have got all the 10 answers. Let me once again repeat the questions. Question number 1. What is a magnetic compass? Question number 2. Name all the planets of our solar system. Question number 3. Name the two motions, that is movements of the earth. Question number 4. What do you mean by atmosphere? Question number 5. What is exosphere? Question number 6. What is the effect of rotation of the earth? Question number 7. What is the effect of revolution of the earth? Question number 8. What do you mean by rotation of the earth? Question number 9. What do you mean by revolution of the earth? And question number 10. What do you mean by horizon? I hope you all have all understood and you all know what to write. So, take out your copies, write down all the questions and you can jot down all the answers. Got it? Now we will move to objective type of question. Now see children, these are objective type of questions. Okay. Now listen very carefully. There are 8 questions which I have set up. These questions I will not discuss. I will just read out the questions for you all so that you don't find it difficult to read what I have done. Okay. Now we will go to first question. Which is the only planet which supports life? This everyone should know, isn't it? We all know which is the only planet in a solar system which supports life. There are 8 planets in a solar system. Which is the planet which supports life? Only one planet is there now which supports life. We all know. You have to write that answer. Okay? Only one word answer. You will only write one word answer. You don't have to copy down. You don't have to write it in full sentence. You will just write one word. Okay? Objective type means you have to write in one word. Now we move to question number 2. Who proved that earth is not flat but round? Question number 2. Who proved that earth is not flat but round? We all know who proved that the earth is not flat but round, isn't it? Who went on the ship journey? That person name you have to write. Okay? Who proved that earth is not flat but round? Got it? Question number 3. How many planets are there in our solar system? Question number 3. How many planets are there in our solar system? I have been often repeating, isn't it, that how many planets are there in a solar system? So by now every one of you all must know how many planets are there in a solar system. Got it? We'll only write the number. Okay? Don't write in full sentence. Only the number you will write. Question number 4. What is the shape of the earth like? Question number 4. What is the shape of the earth like? What is the shape of the earth? You will write just the answer. Question number 5. What is the air around the earth called? Earth is surrounded by air, isn't it? Blanket of air. What it is called? You have to write the answer. Just you have to write the answer. We move to question number 6. In how many hours does the earth complete its one rotation? How many hours does earth take to complete its one rotation? You have to write how many hours. Okay. Question number 7. How much time does the earth take to complete its one revolution round the sun? How much time? That also you write it in one or two words. Okay. No need to write in full sentence. Question number 8. What is the surface of the earth made up of? So, this answer also you will get in your book. So, for these questions you all have to go thoroughly through your chapter. Read thoroughly through your chapter. You will get it very easily. And these are all very easy answers. So, I hope you all have all understood the 3 sets of questions that I have given you all today. First was the long type of questions in which you are supposed to write 3 to 4 lines, 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 lines. Then you have the short type of questions in which you can write 1 to 2 sentences, the lines. Okay. And next the third set is the objective type of questions which we have discussed just now. These questions I have not given you all any answers because you are supposed to write it by yourself. These are very easy answers and I hope that you all will all get the answers to the all sets of questions that I have given you all today. Okay. So children, thank you for watching and bye for now.